to make sure that the friggin' video capture thing worked. Oh, that's upside down. Yeah. Oh, I can turn my mic up, but that's about all I can do. It's not going to get very loud. Yo. Jake from State Farm. Okay. Well. That's not a mouth. Let's see. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Yay, the mic's working. Okay. The French are glad to die for love, the delight in fighting duels. But I prefer a man who lives and gives expensive jewels. A kiss on the hand may be quite complimental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shaped, these rocks won't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when that hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I did set it on slow mode. You want me to set it to something else? I put it on slow mode so I'd be able to see stuff. But I can set it to something else. Hold on. Boop. Boop. Done. Slow mode's off. Sing me a song that's robust, feeling the way I am. Any old band'll go bust if they ain't got that jam. When a body meets a body on the ballroom floor, then a body asks a body, what's the swing band for? Oh baby, I don't want you to croon soft and mellow. Give the rhythm man a chance, sing me a swing song and let me dance. Mr. Trumpet, play your horn, I don't care and what no. Mr. Trombone, play some corn, brother, give me one more. Oh baby, I don't want you to... Fuck. Oh baby, I don't want any blues on a cello. Give the rhythm man a chance, sing me a swing song and let me dance. Yeah, then I'm just gonna go wherever the fuck it's going. Okay, that's the tail fin. So then, hold on. Why did you laugh? Oh, at 10. Mm. It's time to serenade you with my dulcet tones. I can't think. Oh. Nope, can't think of anything. Okay. Okay, so the torso turns under here. So then this goes closer to the head. Okay, let's see. Just a dime store poet, keeping pace, stuck in his face blue. $2 store tramps to get a glance, a new chance at you. Walk past the dance floor that's always been a dear friend of mine. Cut calls and concubines, dancing in 4/4 time. Hey mister, the bellman said, I can only recall a slice of tail, I said. So he replied, then how do you manage? I dodged the blast and apologized for collateral damage. In love I've always been a mercenary, but I never leave my post when the cash runs out. Gonna make you quiver, make your backbone shiver. Hey kid, take the stage and deliver. Hey mister, the bellman said, I can only recall a slice of tail, I said. So he replied, then how do you manage a dodge blast and apologize for collateral damage? Yeet. There we go. Oh man, I don't know what to sing. Weird, what's that mysterious ticking noise? I don't fucking know! If I knew, I'd tell you! No, I'm not singing that. I don't hear a ticking noise. If you hear a ticking noise, it's probably my fucking pen on the fucking tablet. It might not be, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna die. Who knows? That could be the clock of my life ticking down. I could sing the entirety of Hamilton, but I probably don't remember all of it. Alright. Whatever. I'll fucking try. Let's go. Without the backing track, I won't be able to do it, I think, but... Doesn't matter. Okay, so, let me just fucking warm my throat up first and sit up straight, because I can't sing Hamilton if I'm not sitting up straight. Oh, that doesn't sound good. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore, and a Scotsman dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean, impoverished by poverty and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot smarter by working a lot harder, by being a self-start. Fuck, I missed a line there. I know I did. Fuck it. Keep going. By 14. They placed him in charge of a trading charter. And every day while slaves were being slaughtered and carted away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. At heart, he was longing for something to be a part of. His brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. Then a hurricane came and devastation reigned. A man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, testament to his pain. Yeah, the word got around. They said, this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait, just you wait. When he was 10, his father split all of it, debt-ridden. 2 years later, St. Alex and his mother bedridden, half dead, sitting in their own sick, the scent thick. And Alex got better, but his mother went quick. Moved in with the cousin committed suicide, left him with nothing but ruined pride, something new inside, a voice saying, Alex, you gotta think for yourself. He started retreating and reading every treatise on the shelf. There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been dead and destitute without a cent of restitution. Started working, clerking for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford. Skimming for every book that he can get his hands on, planning for the future. See him now as he stands on the bow of a ship, headed for a new land. In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. In New York, just you wait, Alexander Hamilton. We're waiting in the wings for you. Will they know what you overcame? Will they know you rewrote the game? The world will never be the same. Oh, the ship is in the harbor now. See if you can spot him. Another immigrant coming up from the bottom. His enemies destroyed his rap. America forgot him. We fought with him. Me, I died for him. Me, I trusted him. Me, I loved him. And me, I'm the damn fool that shot him. There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait, Alexander Hamilton. Alright, getting ready for Aaron Burr, sir. And then I'm gonna try to go non-stop, but I mean, my fucking lungs are phlegmy, but whatever. Oh, that fish is not dark enough, hold on. I think I'm using the wrong one. Saturation? Make him dark! Oh, I'm on a fucking separate layer, aren't I? Wait, no. Why are you not change color? Dumb fish? Okay, fine. Be that way. I'm just gonna fucking... No, that didn't work. Okay, I'll just be there. Thought. Sorry, technical difficulties. Hi. Oh yeah, I need to, there we go, that's too light for me to make it much less opaque. Alright, I was singing. Oh, this is too big. That'll do. 1776. New York City. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? That depends. Who's asking? Oh, well, sure, sir. I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you. I'm getting nervous. Sir, I heard your name at Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of studies when I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours. I may have punched him. It's a blur, sir. He handles the financials. You punched the bursar. Sir! Ah, fuck, I forgot the immediately next line. Fuck. Ah! Okay. Punch the bursar. Sir. I wanted wanted to graduate and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. So how'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast? It was my parents' dying wish before they'd passed. You're an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war so we could prove that we're worth more than anyone bargained for. Can I buy you a drink? That would be nice. While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. What? Smile more. Huh. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. You can't be serious. You wanna get ahead. Yes. Fools who run their mouths soft wind up dead. Yo, 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 yo. What time is it? Showtime! Like I said. I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Them redcoats don't want it with me, 'cause I will pop chicka pop to these cops till I'm free. And oui, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette, the Lancelot of this revolutionary set. I came from afar just to say bonsoir to the King Casator, who is the best. C'est moi. Prat, prat, I am Hercules Mulligan, up and coming, and heard your mother say, come again. Hey, look up your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of corsets. Wow, no more sex. Pour me another brew, son. Let's raise a couple more to the revolution. Well, if it ain't the prodigy of Princeton College, Aaron Burr. Give us a verse, drop some knowledge. Enough of that, you're taking a stand. You spit, I'ma sit. We'll see where we land. Boo, Burr, the revolution's imminent. What do you stall for? If you stand for nothing, Burr, what do you fall for? Ooh, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Ooh, who is this kid? What's he gonna do? I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but daggone, I amaze and astonish. I amaze and astonish. Fuck my mouth. But daggone, I amaze and astonish. The problem is I got a lot of brains with no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard. With every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shining piece of coal. Trying to reach my goal, my power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets getting colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this flock into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name. I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. You want Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly? Eventually, they'll tax us relentlessly, and then King George runs a spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy. So I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yo, I'm not... Fuck, I think I messed up somewhere. Fuck, I think... Yeah, I don't care. Hey! Come on, Aaron, you can do it. Fuck it. Okay, Aaron Sassy oral. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the next one. Because I can't remember all the words to my shot, and it's making me salty. Okay, so I think the one after my shot is, fucking... It's Story of Tonight, right? Aw, man, I feel bad if I forgot something in between. Ten, let me know. You're the only one who knows. Okay. Actually, I might just... Yeah, it is. Aw, shit. Yeah, I didn't completely fuck up. Okay, I may not live to see our glory, but I will gladly join the fight, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell our story, when our children tell our story, they'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to freedom. Something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you. Raise a glass to the four of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight. Let's have another round and raise a glass to freedom. We'll tell the story of raise the glass to freedom. We'll tell the story of tonight. Okay, after that I think it's the Schuyler Sisters. Oh man, I'd fucking hate it if it's not. Okay, yeah, Schuyler Sisters, then Farmer Refuted. Alright. Oh man, I can't remember how the Schuyler Sisters starts. I don't think it starts with them saying their names, but it might. Oh, it's like... how does it start? Oh, it's Urban... Burr's the one who starts it. Oh, right! There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in a rush meets someone looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. Why you slumming in the city in your fancy heels? You searching for an urchin who can give you ideals? Burr, you disgust me. Oh, so you've discussed me. I'm a trust fund, baby, you can trust me. I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some men think that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution? I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'm compelled to include women in the sequel. Work! Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. I think I skipped a lot there. Yeah, I can't remember anymore. I can't remember any more of the fucking Schuyler Sisters. Okay, Farmer Refuted then, because I remember a lot of Farmer Refuted. Hear ye, hear ye. My name is Samuel Seabury, and I come bearing free thoughts on the Continental Congress. Heed not the rebel who scream revolution, they have not your interest at heart. Oh fuck, I forgot it. Heed not the rebel who scream revolution, they have not your interest at heart. I can't remember the next fucking word. Oh yeah, oh my god, tear this dude apart. Chaos and bloodshed are not a solution. Don't let them lead you astray. This Congress does not speak for me. Let him be. They're playing a dangerous game. I pray the king shows you his mercy. For shame, for shame. Yo, he'd have you all unravel at the sound of screams, but the revolution is coming. The have-nots are gonna win this. I can't listen to you with a straight face. Chaos and bloodshed already happened. Oh, it's chaos and bloodshed already. Something about the population, I can't remember. Fuck. Chaos and bloodshed, they are the solution. No. I do know Hamilton's part. I just can't fucking remember that line. God, I'd hate myself. Okay, so I said, chaos and bloodshed already haunt a part of our population. Look what we've lost and all the costs, and you talk about Congress does not speak for me. My dog speaks more eloquently than thee. They're playing a dangerous game, but strangely your mange is the same. Pray the king shows you his mercy. Is he in Jersey? For shame, for the revolution! For shame, for the revolution! Please don't read. Don't modulate the key, then not debate with me. How can a tiny island across the sea regulate the price of tea? Alexander, please. But I'd rather be divisive than indecisive. Cut the niceties. Silence! A message from the king! A message from the king! A message from the king! They say the price of my love's not a price that they're willing to pay. You cry in the tea that you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back. Like before, I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise. Oh shit, I think I jumped to the second verse. Shit. Let me try that again. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in the tea that you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so blue? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. You were mine to subdue. Wait, no, that's fucking the second one. Jesus. Okay, so it's... Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back. Soon you'll see, you'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back. Like before, I will fight the fight and win the war. Wait, no, it's you'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my... No, that's the end of it. It has to be it. The end is, fucking... The end is the one that has, like before, I'll fight the fight and win the war, because then after that, it has, when you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we've had. See, that's why I'm fucking up, because I can't remember. Okay, so... You'll be back. Time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. I'm fucking blanking. Okay. Fight the fight and win the war. Cause it's a thing that's been used multiple times. Okay, so. Okay. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in the tea that you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. And that's where I forget it. I'm stuck on it. Okay. I should probably not include the arms in the fucking torso! I should probably do them on a separate layer so I can fucking fix them. But also, they were fucked anyway, so hold on. That's a big eraser, let's not. You'll be back like before. Well, you'll be back like before. Is it the like before? Is it you'll be back like before? Or... I know it's you'll be back, but is it like before or soon you'll see afterwards? God, I have to look it up myself, don't I? Okay, let's see. Okay, it's soon you'll see? Okay. You'll be back, soon you'll see, you'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 Da-da-da-da-da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subjects, my sweet, submissive subjects, my loyal, royal subjects. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise. And I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we've had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. I love you, Aaron, but bye. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I finished You'll Be Back, so now, what's after You'll Be Back? Fuck. A mistake. You'll Be Back, and then after You'll Be Back is, Okay. After You'll Be Back is Washington on Your Side. No, wait, it's Right Hand Man! That's the one! Right? Right Hand Man. Washington on Your Side's in the second one. I don't even have Discord open! Jeez. Okay, Right Hand Man, and then after that is A Winter's Ball, and then Helpless, right? Okay, so British General Howe's got troops on the water. 32,000 troops in New York Harbor. 32,000 troops in New York Harbor. When they surround our troops, they surround our troops. When they surround our troops. As a kid in the... Fuck, no. I was doing Hamilton's voice much lower. Fuck. Okay. As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that I was poor. I knew it was the only way to rise up. When they tell my story, I'm either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or rise up. I will fight for this land, but there's only one man who can give us a command so we can rise up. Understand, it's the only way to rise up, rise up. Here he comes. Here comes the general, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the general, the moment you've been waiting for. Here comes the general, the pride of Mount Vernon. Here comes the general, George Washington. We are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We're gonna need an all-out stand. Hey yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Check it. Can I be real a second? For just a millisecond? Look out down my garden, tell the people how I feel a second? See, I'm the model of a modern major general, a venerated Virginian veteran who strips roll lining up to put me up on a pedestal, writing letters to relatives, embellishing my elegance and eloquence, but the elephant is in the room, the truth is in the face, the truth is in your face when you hear the British cannons go boom! Oh, fuck. Okay. When you hear the British cannons go boom, the chance of success is fleeting. How can I keep leading when the people I'm leading keep retreating? We put a stop to the bleeding as the British take Brooklyn. Night takes Rook, but look, we are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. Gotta make an all-out stand. Hey yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Incoming! We're battering down the batters to check the damages. Yep. We gotta stop them and rob them of their advantages. Yep. Let's take a stand with the stamina God has granted us. Hamilton won't abandon ship. Hey, let's steal their cannons. Shaboom! Goes the cannons we're abandoned in Kips Bay. Wait, no, it's shaboom goes the cannons. Watch the blood and the shit spray. Kaboom go the cannons we're abandoned in Kips Bay. And boom, there's another ship and boom, just like the southern tip and boom, we gotta get to Harlem quick. We can't afford another slip. Guns and horses giddy up. Guns and horses giddy up. Fuck. Guns and horses giddy. I know, thanks. Guns and horses giddy up. Guns and horses giddy up. Guns and horses. Oh! Guns and horses giddy up. I decide to divvy up my forces. They're skittish as the British cut the city up. I decide to divvy up my forces. They're skittish as the British cut the city up. This close to... This close to... This close to giving up. This close to giving up. I decided to divvy up my forces. They're skittish as the British cut the city up. This close to giving up. Facing mad scrutiny, I scream in the face of this mass mutiny. Are these the men with which I am to defend America? We ride at midnight, Manhattan in the distance. I cannot be everywhere at once, people. I'm in dire need of assistance. Your Excellency, Mr. Burr. Sir, permission to state my case as you were. Sir, I was, I can't remember. I was a... Fucking hell, why can't I remember the words to this? Hold on. Okay, I got most of it, but, like, Burr's part. I can't remember Burr's part at all. Hold on. Yeet. Hold on. Sir, I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec, and well, in summary, I think that I could be of some assistance. I admire how you keep firing on the British from a distance. I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west. Yes? Well, Your Excellency, you wanted to see me. Hamilton, come in. Have you met Burr? Yes, sir, we keep meeting. As I was saying, I look forward to seeing your strategy play out. Burr. Yes? Close the door on your way out. Have I done something wrong, sir? On the contrary, I brought you here because our odds are beyond scary. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire you to be their secretary. I don't think so. Why are you upset? I'm not. It's all right. Fuck. It's all right. Wait, no, I called you here because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh, sir. Hamilton, how come no one can get you on their staff? Sir! Don't get me wrong. You're a young man of great renown. I know you stole British cannons when we were still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire you to be their secretary. I don't think so. Why are you upset? I'm not. It's all right. You want to fight. You've got a hunger. I was just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr? Yes, dying is easy, young man. Living is harder. Why are you telling me this? I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So, I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scared, happy, and hungry. I am not throwing away my shot. Son, we are outgunned, outmanned. We need all the help we can get. I have some friends. Lawrence Mulligan, Marquita Lafayette. Okay, what else? Outnumbered, outplanned. We need some spies on the inside, some kingsmen who might let some things slide. I'll write to Congress and tell them we need supplies. We rally the guys, master the element of surprise. Or I'll organize your information. I'll rise above my station, organize your information until we rise to the occasion of our new nation. Sir, here comes the general, rise up. Here comes the general, rise up. Here comes the general, rise up. Here comes the general, what? And his right-hand man. Kaboom! And then it's a Winter's Ball, right? Right? I think it's a Winter's Ball, hold on. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore go on and on, grow into more of a phenomenon? Watch this obnoxious, arrogant, loudmouth bother be seated at the right hand of the father. Washington hires Hamilton right on sight, but Hamilton still wants to fight, not right. And Hamilton's skill with the quill is undeniable, but what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to deflower. Ladies, looks proximity to power. Ladies, they delighted and distracted, and Martha Washington named a feral tomcat after him. That's true. 1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all, yo. If you could marry a sister, your rich son. Is it a question of if, Burr, or which one? Hey. Ooh, I do. Hey, ooh, I do. Boy, you got me helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. I was never not the kind to try and grab the spotlight. We were at a revel with some rebels on a hot night, laughing at my sister as she's laughing at my sister as she's dazzling the room. Then you walked in and my eyes went boom. Well, and my heart went boom. Fuck, I'm dead. And my heart went boom. Try to catch your eye from the side of the ballroom. Everybody's dancing and the band's top volume. Grind to the rhythm as we wine and dine. Grab my sister and whisper, yo, this one's mine. Ooh. My sister makes her way across the room to you. And I get nervous thinking, what's she gonna do? She grabs you by the arm, I'm thinking I'm through. Then you look back at me and suddenly I'm helpless. I look into your eye and the sky's the limit, I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. Why do I can't not remember? Okay. Yeah, I'm helpless, I know. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. I'm helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit, I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. Where are you taking me? I'm about to change your life. Then by all means, lead the way. Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you. Schuyler, my sister, thank you for all your service. If it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. I'll leave you to it. 1 week later, I'm writing a letter nightly. Now my life gets better every letter that you write me. Laughing at my sister 'cause she wants to form a harem. I'm just saying, if you really love me, you should share 'em. Ha! 2 weeks later in the living room stressing. My father stone-faced while you're asking for his blessing. I'm dying inside. I'm dying inside as you whine and dine. And I'm trying not to cry 'cause there's nothing that your mind can't do. My father makes his way across the room to you. I panic for a second thinking we're through. Then he takes your hand and says, be true. And you turn back to me smiling and I'm helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit, I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. That boy is mine, that boy is mine. Helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. Eliza, fuck! Every time I do Eliza, I get too high. Okay, Eliza, I don't have a dollar to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, a dollop of fame. All I have's my honor, a tolerance for pain, a couple of college credits, and a top-notch brain. Insane, your family brings out a different side of me. Peggy confides in me. Angelica tried to take a bite of me. No stress, my love for you is never in doubt. We'll find a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out. I've been living without a family since I was a child. My father left, my mother died, I grew up buck wild, but I'll never forget my mother's face, that was real. And long as I'm alive, Eliza, I swear to God you'll never feel so helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit, I'm helpless. My life is going fine 'cause Eliza's in it. I look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. helpless. Gotta get my Lawrence voice going, you know what I'm saying? Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Now everyone give it up for the maid of honor, Angelica Schuyler. A toast to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride. From your sister, Angelica, who is always by your side. To your union, to the union, to the revolution. And the hope that you provide, And may you always be satisfied. Wait, what? I remember that night, I just might rewind. I remember that night, I just might rewind. Remember that night, I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember that soldier boys tripping all over themselves to win our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I've never been the same. Intelligent eyes in a hunger pang frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game. You strike me as a woman who's never been satisfied. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself. You're like me. I'm never satisfied. Is that right? I've never been satisfied. My name is Angelica Schuyler, Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait. So this is what it feels like to match wits with someone at your level. What the hell is the catch? It's the feeling of freedom, of seeing the light, of Ben Franklin with a key and a kite. You see it right. The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's a dream and it's a bit of a dance. A bit of a posture, it's a bit of stance. He's a bit of a... He's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I asked about his family. Did you see his answer? His hands started fidgeting. He looked askance. He's penniless. He's riding by the seat of his pants. Handsome, boy, does he know it. Peach fuzz, and he can't even grow it. I want to take him away from this place, and then I turn and see my sister's face, and she is helpless. Oh my God, she looks helpless. And her eyes are just helpless. And I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time. Where are you taking me? I'm about to change your life. Then by all means, lead the way. Number 1, I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father had no son, so I'm the one who has the social climb, the one. 'Cause I'm the oldest and the wittiest, and the gossip in New York City is insidious. And Alexander is penniless. That doesn't mean I want him any less. Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you. Schuyler, my sister. Number 2, he's after me because I'm a Schuyler sister that elevates his status. I'd have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduce him to Eliza. No, that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica. He was right. You will never be satisfied. Thank you for all your service. If it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. I'll leave you to it. Number 3, I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as selfless or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She'd say I'm fine. She'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes as I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride. From your sister, Angelica, Angelica, who is always by your side. By your side, by your side. To your union, to the union, to the revolution. In the hope that you provide, you provide, you provide. May you always be satisfied. And I know she'll be happy as his bride. And I know he will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied. Oh, that's some phlegm. Alright, time for the story of tonight reprise. I may not live to see our glory. No, wait, that's too low. That's too sad. I may not live to see our glory. I may not live to see our glory. But I've seen wonders great and small. But I've seen wonders great and small. 'Cause if the tomcat can get married, if Alexander can get married, there's hope for our ass after all. Raise a glass to freedom. Hey, something you will never see again. No matter what she tells you. Let's have another round tonight. There's a glass to the four of us, hey, to the newly non-poor of us. We'll tell a story of tonight. Wait, hold on. Wait, to the newly non-poor of us. We'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round. Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr. Sir, I didn't think that you would make it, to be sure. Burr. I came to say congratulations. Spit a verse, Burr. I see the whole gang is here. You're the worst, Burr. Ignore them. Congrats to you, Lieutenant Colonel. I wish I had your command instead of man in George's journal. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Now be sensible. From what I hear, you've made yourself indispensable. Well, I heard you got a special someone on the side, Burr. I should go. What are you trying to hide, Burr? No, these guys should go. What? Leave us alone. It's alright, Burr. I wish you'd brought this girl with you tonight, girl. What? No, fuck. I wish you'd brought this girl with you tonight, Burr. You're very kind, but I'm afraid it's unlawful, sir. What do you mean? She's married. I see. She's married to a British officer. Oh, shit. Congrats again, Alexander. Smile more. I will never understand you. If you love this girl, go get her. What are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side of the war. See you on the other side of the war. Alright. I don't remember what voice I was doing for Burr. Shit. Alright. Gonna wing it. The worst decision ever for Burr. Theodosia writes me a letter every day. I'm keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia, trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry when we break and we make our mistakes, and if there's a reason, I'm by her side when so many have tried. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. That hand's fucked. My grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher. But there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach ya. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When they died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. We keep living anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still alive when so many have died, well, when everyone who loves me has died, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. I'm the one thing in life I can control. Wait for it. I am inimitable, I am an original. Wait for it. I'm not falling behind or running late. I'm not standing still, I am lying in wait. Hamilton faces an endless uphill climb. He has something to prove, he has nothing to lose. Hamilton's pace is relentless, he wastes no time. What is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate, he exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes, and he keeps winning anyway. He changes the game. Fuck. He changes the game, he plays and he raises the stakes, and if the... Fuck. I made it too high. Hamilton doesn't hesitate. He exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes and he takes, and he keeps winning anyway. He changes the game, he plays and he raises the stakes, and if there's a reason, he seems to thrive and so few survive. Then goddamn it, I'm willing to wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes, and if there's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died, I'm willing to wait for it. That's a fucked hand. I can already tell. Thanks, hand. Okay. Down here. Okay, after wait for it. What is after wait for it? Oh, by the way, I have it so it catches my system sound. So I'm not listening to anything when I sing it, that's why I keep getting out of time and shit. After wait for it is... Stay Alive. That's what's after it. Yeah, probably. I don't know how loud it is or what the sound is like, but yeah. Stay alive, stay alive. I have never seen the general so despondent. I have taken over writing all his correspondence, and Congress writes, George attacked the British forces. I shoot back, we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment assistance. They only take British money, so sing a song of sixpence. The cavalry's not coming. Sir. But sir, Alex, listen, there's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage. Outright, that's right. Don't engage, strike by night. Remain relentless till their troops take flight. Make it impossible to justify the cost of the fight. Run. Well, wait, it's, outrun. Outrun. Outlast. Hit him quick, get out fast. Kaplow. Stay alive till this horror show is past. We're gonna fly a lot of flags half-mast. Raise a glass. I go back to New York in my apprenticeship. I ask for French aid. I pray that France has sent the ship. I stay at work with Hamilton. We write essays against slavery, and every day is a test of our camaraderie and bravery. We cut supply lines, we steal contraband, we pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand, and every day, sir, entrust me with a command, and every day, no, he dismisses me out of hand. Stay alive. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee. Makes him second in command. I'm a general. Whee! Yeah, he's not the choice I would have gone with. He shits the bed at the Battle of Monmouth. Everyone attack, retreat, attack, retreat. What are you doing, Lee? Get back on your feet. But there's so many of them. I'm sorry, is this not your speed? Hamilton, yes, sir. Have Lafayette take the lead. Yes, sir. 1,000 soldiers die in 100-degree heat. As we snatch a stalemate from the jaws of defeat, Charles Lee was left behind without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen. Washington cannot be left alone to his devices, indecisive from crisis to crisis. The best thing he can do for the revolution is turn and go back to planting tobacco in Mount Vernon. Ooh, don't do a thing. History will prove him wrong. But sir, we've got a war to fight. Let's move along. Strong words from Lee. Someone ought to hold him to it. Can't disobey direct orders. Then I'll do it. Alexander, you're the closest friend I've got. Lawrence, do not throw away your shot. Ow, my foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 dual commandments. It's the 10 dual commandments. Number 1, the challenge demands satisfaction. If they apologize, no need for further action. Number 2, if they don't, grab a friend, that's your second, your lieutenant, when there's reckoning to be reckoned. Number 3, have your seconds meet face to face. Negotiate a peace or negotiate a time and place. This is commonplace, especially between recruits. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4, if they don't reach a peace, that's alright. Time to get some pistols and a doctor on site. You pay him in advance, you treat him with civility, you have him turn around so he can have deniability. Five, duel before the sun is in the sky. Pick a place to die where it's high and dry. Number 6, leave a note for your next of kin. Tell them where you've been. Pray that hell or heaven let you in. 7, confess your sins, ready for the moment of adrenaline when you finally face your opponent. Number 8, your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. Alexander, Aaron Burr, sir. Can we agree that duels are dumb and immature, sir? Sure, but your man has to answer for his words, Burr. With his life, we both know that's absurd, sir. Hang on, how many men died because Lee was inexperienced and ruinous? Okay, so we're doing this. Number 9, look him in the eye, aim no higher, summon all the courage you require, then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, number 10, bases fire! Lee, do you yield? You shot him in the side. Yes, he yields. I'm satisfied. Yo, we gotta clear the field. Go, we won. Here comes the general. This should be fun. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Burr? Get a medic for the general. Yes, sir. Lee, you will never agree with me, but believe me, these young men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service. Let's ride. Hamilton, sir! Meet me inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Son, don't call me son. This war is hard enough without infighting. Lee called you out. We called his bluff. You solved nothing. You aggravate our allies to the south. You're absolutely right. John should have shot him in the mouth. That would have shot him up. Son, I'm not just son. What's your tone? I'm not a maiden in need of defending. I am grown. Charles Lee, Thomas Conway, these men take your name and they rake it through the mud. My name's been through a lot. I can take it. Well, I don't have your name. I don't have your titles. I don't have your land. But if you gave me command of a battalion, a group of men to lead, I could fly above my station after the war. Or you could die, and we need you alive. I'm more than willing to die. Your wife needs you alive, son. I need you alive. Call me son one more time. Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Sir, go home. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around. How long have you known? A month or so? Eliza, you should have told me. I wrote to the general a month ago. No. I begged him to send you home. Eliza, you should have told me. I'm not sorry. I knew you'd fight until the war was won. The war's not done, but you deserve a chance to meet your son. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Would you relish being a poor man's wife, unable to provide for your life? I relish being your wife. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if this child's just a fraction of your mind, well, just a fraction of your smile, or a fragment of your mind, look out, world, that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges you're facing. The world to keep you racing and creating in your mind. But I'm not afraid. I know I'm married. So long as you come home at the end of the day, that would be enough. Be enough. We don't need a legacy. We don't need money. If I could grant you peace of mind, if you would let me inside your heart, oh, let me be a part of the narrative, the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter when you decide to stay. And I could be enough, and we could be enough, and that would be enough. How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman, Lafayette. I'm taking this horse by the reins, making redcoats spreader with blood stains, Lafayette. I'm never gonna stop until I make him drop and burn him up and scatter their remains. I'm Lafayette. Watch me engaging them and escaping them and raging them. I'm Lafayette. I go to France for more funds, Lafayette. I come back with more guns and ships, and so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there's someone else we need. I know, Hamilton. Sir, he knows what to do in a trench, ingenuitive and fluent in French. I mean, Hamilton. Sir, you're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do on the bench? I mean, Hamilton. No one has more resilience or matches my practical, tactical brilliance. Hamilton. You want to fight for your land back, Hamilton? I need my right-hand man back, Hamilton. Get your right-hand man back. Get your right-hand man back. Hamilton, you know you gotta get your right-hand man back. I mean, you gotta put some thought into the letter, but the sooner the better to get your right-hand man back, Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. Troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now. Wait, fuck. Alexander Hamilton. Troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that will yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender by early light. The world will never be the same, Alexander. I was younger than you are now, when I was given my first command. I led my men straight into a massacre, witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake, and felt the shame rise in me. Even now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes on me. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I know that we can win. I know that greatness lies in you. But remember, from here on in, history has its eyes on you. Whoa, whoa. History has its eyes on you. Whew. That hurt. That hurts a lot, right in my throat. Alright. Fucking... Battle of Yorktown, 1781. Monsieur Hamilton, Monsieur Lafayette, in command where you belong, how you say, no sweat. We're finally on the field, we've had quite a run. Immigrants, we get the job done. So what happens when we win? I go back to France, I bring freedom to my people if I'm given a chance. We'll be with you when you do. Go, lead your men. I'll see you on the other side, till we meet again. I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot till the world turns upside down. Till the world turns upside down. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. This is where it gets me. On my feet, the enemy ahead of me. If this is the enemy, at least I have a friend with me. Weapon in my hand, a command of my men with me. Then I remember my Eliza's expecting me. Not only that, my Eliza's expecting. Fuck. We gotta go, gotta get the job done, gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son, take the bullets at your gun. What? The bullets at your gun. We move undercover and we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We cannot let a stray gunshot give us away. We will fight up close, seize the moment and stay in it. It's either that or meet the business end of a bayonet. The code word is Rochambeau. Dig me, Rochambeau. You have your orders now. Go, man, go. And so the American experiment begins with my friends all scattered to the winds. Lawrence is in South Carolina, redefining bravery. We'll never be free until we end slavery. When we finally drive the British away, Lafayette is there waiting in Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that this plan would work? We had a spy on the inside. That's right, Hercules Mulligan. A tailor spying on the British government. I take their measurements, information, and then I smuggle it up to my brother's Revolutionary Covenant. I'm running with the Sons of Liberty, and I am loving it. See, that's what happens when you up against the ruffians winging the shit. Now somebody gotta shovel it. Hercules Mulligan, I need no introduction. When you knock me down, I get the fuck back up again. After a week of fighting, a young man in a red coat stands upon the parapet. Stands on a parapet. We lower our guns as he frantically waves a white handkerchief. And just like that, it's over. We tend to our wounded, we count our dead. Black and white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom. Not yet. We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort their men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the streets. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the drinking song they're singing. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. The world turned upside down. Down, 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 down. Freedom for America, freedom for France. Down, down, down. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Down, down, down. We won, we won, we won, we won. The world turned upside down. Okay, this is the one where I go full psycho, right? What comes next? What comes next is what comes next. Oh boy. They say the price of my war is not a price that they're willing to pay. Insane. You cheat with the French, now I'm fighting with France and with Spain. I'm so blue. I thought that we'd made an arrangement when you went away. You were mine to subdue. Well, even despite our estrangement, I've got a small query for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? You're on your own. Awesome! Wow! Do you have a clue what happens now? Oceans rise, empires fall. It's much harder when it's all your call. All alone across the sea. When your people say they hate you, don't come crawling back to me. Da 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 da. You're on your own. I think it's Dear Theodosia next, right? Yeah, it's Dear Theodosia next. Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style, but when you smile, you knock me out, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. You'll come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you, we'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll leave the world to you. We'll blow it all, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Oh, Philip, when you smile, I am undone. My son, look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There is so much more inside me now. Ooh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun, my son. When you smile, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. You'll come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give it the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Oh fuck, I forgot the my father wasn't around part, didn't I? Shit. Shit. My father wasn't around, my father wasn't around. I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll do whatever it takes, I'll make a million mistakes. I'll make the world safe and sound for you. You'll come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you, we'll make it right for you. And if we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Alright. I think it's next is nonstop. 10, are you still alive? Alright, time to fucking die. After the war, I went back to New York. After the war, I went back to New York. I finished up my studies and I practiced law. Burr works next door. Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, the man is non-stop. Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious. Bear with me. Are you aware that we're making history? This is the first murder trial of our brand new nation. The liberty behind deliberation, non-stop. I intend to prove without beyond a shadow of a doubt with my assistant counsel, co-counsel Hamilton. Sit down. Our client Levy Weeks is innocent. Call your first witness. That's all you had to say. Okay, one more thing. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Soon that attitude may be your doom. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Keep on fighting in the meantime. Non-stop. Corruption's such an old song that we can sing along in harmony, and nowhere is it stronger than in Albany. This colony's economy is increasingly stalling, and honestly, that's why public service seems to be calling me. He's just non-stop. I practiced the law, practically perfected it. I've seen injustice in the world, and I've corrected it. Now for a strong central democracy. If not, then I'll be Socrates throwing verbal rocks at these mediocrities. Hamilton at the Constitutional Convention. I was chosen for the Constitutional Convention! There as a New York junior delegate. Now what I'm gonna say may sound indelicate. Goes and proposes his own form of government. What? His own plan for a new form of government. What? Talks for 6 hours. The convention is listless. Bright young man. Yo, who the F is this? Why do you always say what you believe? Why do you always say what you believe? Every proclamation guarantees free ammunition for your enemies. Why do you write like it's going out of style? Write day and night like it's going out of style. Every day you fight like it's going out of style. Do what you do. Alexander Aaron Burr. Sir, it's the middle of the night. Can we confer? Sir, is this a legal matter? Yes, and it's important to me. What do you need? Burr, you're a better lawyer than me. Okay. I know I talk too much. I'm abrasive. You're incredible in court. You're succinct, persuasive. My client needs a strong defense. You're the solution. Who's your client? The new U.S. Constitution? No. Hear me out. No way! A series of essays anonymously published defending the document to the public. No one will read it. I disagree, and if it fails birth, that's why we need it. The Constitution's a mess, so it needs amendments full of contradictions. So is independence. We have to start somewhere. No way. You're making a mistake. Good night. Hey! What are you waiting for? What do you stall for? What? We won the war. What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution? Of course. Then defend it. And what if you're backing the wrong horse? Burr, we studied and we fought and we killed for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, take a stand with pride. I don't understand how you stand to the side. I'll keep all my plans close to my chest. Wait for it, wait for it, wait. I'll wait here and see which way the wind will blow. I'm taking my time, watching the afterbirth of a nation, watching the tension grow. I'm sailing off to London. I am accompanied by someone who always pays. I have found a wealthy husband who will keep me in comfort for all my days. He's not a lot of fun, but there's no one who can match you for turn of phrase. My Alexander, Angelica, don't forget to write. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. Just stay alive, that would be enough. And if your wife could share a fraction of your time, if I could grant you peace of mind, would that be enough? Alexander joins forces with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays defending the new United States Constitution entitled The Federalist Papers. The plan was to write a total of 25 essays, the work divided evenly among the three men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 6 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote 29, and Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you write like you're running out of time? Write day and night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time, like you're running out of time. Are you running out of time? How do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you write like you needed to survive? How do you write every second you're alive? Every second you're alive, every second you're alive. They're asking me to lead. I'm doing the best I can to get the people that I need. I'm asking you to be my right-hand man, Treasury or State. I know it's a lot to ask, Treasury or State, to leave behind the world you know. Sir, do you want me to run the Treasury or State Department? Treasury, let's go. Alexander, I have to leave. Alexander! Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Helpless, they're asking me to lead. Look around, isn't this enough? He will never be satisfied. What would be enough? He will never be satisfied. To be satisfied, satisfied, satisfied. Oh man, like the next part's the fucking huge ass thing. History has its eyes. Look around, look around. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Isn't this enough? What would be enough? He will never be satisfied. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Non-stop. Satisfied, satisfied. History has its eyes on. Soon that attitude's gonna be your doom on you. Why do you fight like you're running out of time? Why do you fight like history has its eyes on you? I'm not throwing away my shot, just you wait. I'm not throwing away my shot, just you wait. I am Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton, just you wait. I'm not throwing away my shot. I tried to... Okay, now that I'm deflating... Isn't the next one where fucking Jefferson shows up? I think the next one's where Jefferson shows up, isn't it? Yes, the next one's where Jefferson shows up. 1789. How does the bastard, orphan, immigrant, decorated war vet unite the colonies through more debt, fight the other founding fathers till he has to forfeit, have it all, lose it all? You ready for more yet? Treasury Secretary. Washington's the president. Every American experiment sets a precedent. Not so fast. Someone came along to resist him, pissed him off until we had a two-party system. You haven't met him yet. You haven't had a chance, because he's been kicking ass as the ambassador to France. But someone's got to keep the American promise. You simply must meet Thomas. Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Lord, he's been off in Paris for so long. France is following us to a revolution. There is no more status quo. But the sun comes up and the world still spins. I helped Lafayette draft a declaration, and I said I gotta go. gotta be in Monticello. Now the work at home begins. Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home sweet home, I wanna give you a kiss. Why? I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. I guess I basically missed the late 80s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this. Oh, there's a letter on my desk from the president. Haven't even sent my bags down yet. Sally be a lamb, darling, won't you open it? It says the president's assembling a cabinet and that I am to be the Secretary of State. Great, and I'm already Senate approved. I just got home and now I'm headed up to New York. Headed to New York, headed to New York. Looking at the rolling fields, I can't believe that we are free. Ready to face whatever's awaiting me in NYC. But who's waiting for me when I step in the place? My friend James Madison, red in the face. He grabs my arm and I respond, what's going on? Jefferson, we are engaged in... It's like, Jefferson... Thomas! He called him Thomas, not Jefferson. Okay. Thomas, we are engaged in a battle for our nation's very soul. Can you get us out of the mess we're in? Hamilton's new financial plan is nothing less than government control. I've been fighting for the South alone. Where have you been? France? We have to win. Well, what did I miss? What did I miss? I come home to this. Head first into a political abyss. Head first into the abyss. I had my first cabinet meeting today. Chicka pow. I guess I better think of something to say. I'm already on my way to get to the bottom of this. What did I miss? Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home, sir. You've been off in Paris for so long. What did I miss? Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us in New York City. Are you ready for a cabinet meeting? Oh, hold on. That's a bad arm. Let me just fix that. The issue on the table. Secretary Hamilton's plan to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir. Life for liberty and the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men quote 'em. Don't act surprised, you guys, 'cause I wrote 'em. Ow, but Hamilton forgets. His plan would have the government assume states' debts. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits. Not true. Oh, if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Our debts are paid, I'm afraid. Don't tax the South, 'cause we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create. You just want to move our money around. This financial plan is an outrageous demand. It's too many damn pages for any man to understand. stand with me in the land of the free, and pray to God we never see Hamilton's candidacy. Look, when Britain taxed our tea, we got frisky. Imagine what's gonna happen when you try to tax our whiskey. Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. That's my alcohol. Secretary Hamilton, your response. Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present. We're running a real nation. Would you like to join us or stay mellow doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello? If we assume the debts the Union gets a new line of credit, a financial diuretic, how do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the Union gets a boost. You'd rather give it a sedative? A civics lesson from a slaver. Hey neighbor, your debts are paid because you don't pay for labor. We plant seeds in the South. We create. Yeah, keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. And another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war. You didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench while you were off getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson, always hesitant with the president, reticent. There isn't a plan he doesn't jettison. Madison, you're mad as a hatter, son. Go take your medicine. Damn, you're in worse shape than the national debt is in. Sitting there useless as two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over. I'll show you where my shoe fits. Excuse me? Madison, Jefferson, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. We'll reconvene after a brief recess. Hamilton, sir, a word. You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. Ah, ha, 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 ha. You're gonna need congressional approval and you don't have the votes. Such a blunder sometimes. It makes me wonder why I even bring the thunder. Why he even brings the thunder. You want to pull yourself together? I'm sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather. Young man, I'm from Virginia, so watch your mouth. So we let Congress get held hostage by the South? You need the votes. No, we need bold strokes. We need this plan. No, you need to convince more folks. James Madison won't talk to me. That's a non-starter. Winning was easy, young man. Governing's harder. They're being intransigent. You have to find a compromise, but they don't have a plan. They just hate mine. Convince them otherwise. What happens if I don't get congressional approval? I imagine they'll call for your removal. Sir, figure it out, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Gotta clear my throat, 'cause I ain't ready to be speaking French. Un, deux, trois, cinq. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, sept, huit, cinq, sept, huit, neuf. Good. Un, deux, trois, quatre. Un, deux, trois, quatre. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My dearest Angelica, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Spanish tragedy without my having to name the play. They think me Macbeth, and ambition is my folly. I'm a polymath, a pain in the ass, a massive pain. Madison is Banquo, Jefferson's Macduff, and a Burnham Wood is Congress on its way to Dunsinane. And there you are, an ocean away. Do you have to live an ocean away? Thoughts of you subside, and then I get another letter, and I cannot put the notion away. Take a break, I am on my way. There's a little surprise before supper, and it cannot wait. I'll be there in just a minute, save my plate. Alexander, okay. Your son is 9 years old today, and he has something he'd like to say. and practicing all day. Philip, take it away. Daddy, Daddy, look, my name is Philip. I am a poet. I wrote this poem just to show it, and I just turned 9. You can write rhymes, but you can't write mine. What? I practice French and play piano with my mother. I have a sister, but I want a little brother. Okay. My daddy's trying to start America's bank. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq! Bravo! Take a break. Hey, our kid is pretty great. Run away with us for the summer, let's go upstate. Eliza, I've got so much on my plate. We can all go stay with my father. There's a lake I know, in a nearby park. I'd love to go. You and I can go when the night gets dark. I will try to get away. My dearest Alexander, you must get through to Jefferson. Sit down with them and compromise. Don't stop till you agree. Your favorite older sister, Angelica, reminds you there's someone in your corner all the way across the sea. In a letter I received from you 2 weeks ago, I noticed a comma in the middle of a phrase. It changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you've consumed my waking days. It says, my dearest Angelica. With a comma after dearest, you've written my dearest Angelica. Anyway, all this to say, I'm coming home this summer at my sister's invitation. I'll be there with your family if you make your way upstate. I know you're very busy, I know your work's important, but I'm crossing the ocean and I just can't wait. You won't be an ocean away, you will only be a moment away. Alexander, come downstairs, Angelica's arriving today. Angelica, Eliza, the Schuyler sisters, Alexander. Hi. It's good to see your face. Angelica, tell this man John Adams spends the summer with his family. Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway. You're not joining us, wait. I'm afraid I cannot join you upstate. Alexander, I came all this way. She came all this way to get a break. You know, I have to get my plan through Congress. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate. I lose my job if we don't get this plan through Congress. We can all go stay with our father. There's a lake I know I miss your face and it's nearby, but screw your courage to the sticking place. You and I can go. Eliza's right. Take a break and get away. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate. Fucking hell, my throat's dry. Where we can stay, we can all go stay with our father. If you take your time, look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Close your eyes and dream. We can go when the night gets dark. Take a break. I have to get my plan through Congress. I can't stop till I get this plan through Congress. Yeet! I'm sorry, I say yeet really loudly. Oh man, I was drawing. The next one's say no to this. There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone in distress meets someone looking pretty. There's trouble in the air, you can smell it. And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it. I hadn't slept in a week. I was weak, I was awake. You'd never seen a bastard orphan more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Mariah Reynolds walked into my life. She said, I know you are a man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home, but I don't know where to go. And I came here all alone. She said, my husband's doing me wrong, beating me, cheating me, mistreating me. suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on, so I offered her a loan. I offered to walk her home. She said, "You're too kind, sir." I gave her $30 that I had socked away. She lived a block away. She said, "This one's mine, sir." Then I said, "Well, I should head back home." She turned red. She led me to her bed, let her legs spread, and said, "Stay, hey, hey." That's when I began to pray, "Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this." But my God, she looks so helpless, and her body's saying, "Hell yes." Whoa, show me how to say no to this. How can I say no to this? In my mind, I'm trying to go, 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 go. Then her mouth is on mine, and I don't say, "No, no." Say no to this. No, no. Say no to this. No, no. Say no to this. No, no. Say no to this. I wish I could say that was the last time. I said that last time. It became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from a Mr. James Reynolds. Even better, it said, "Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who you decided to fuck. Uh-oh, you made the wrong sucker a cuckold. It's time to pay the piper for the pants you unbuckled. And hey, you can keep seeing my whore wife if the price is right. If not, I'm telling your wife." I hid the letter and I raced to her place, screamed, "How could you?" in her face. She said, "No, sir." Half dressed, apologetic, a mess. She looked pathetic. She said, "Please don't go, sir." "So was your whole story a setup?" "I don't know about any letter." "Stop crying, goddammit, get up." "I didn't know any better." "I am ruined. Please don't leave me with him. Please don't leave me with him helpless. I am helpless. How could I do this? Just give him what he wants and you can have me." "I don't want you. Whatever you want. I don't want you. If you pay, you can stay." "Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this, 'cause the situation's helpless. And her body's screaming, hell yes, wow. How can you say no to this? No, show me how to say no to this. There's nowhere I can go, 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 go. Then her body's on mine. I do not say no, no, yes. Say no to this, no, yes. Say no to this, no, yes. Say no to this, no, yes. Say no to this. Say no to this, I don't say no to this. There is nowhere I can go, 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 go. So, nobody needs to know. Oh boy. It's time for the song. I don't even know if you're still listening, but it's the song. "Ah, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Burr, sir. Mr. Burr, sir, did you hear the news about good old General Mercer? No. You know Claremont Street? Yeah, they renamed it after him. The Mercer legacy is secure. Sure. And all he had to do was die. That's a lot less work. We ought to give it a try. Ha! Now how you gonna get your debt plan through? I guess I'm gonna finally have to listen to you. Really. Talk less, smile more. Ha! Do whatever it takes to get my plan on the Congress floor. Now Madison and Jefferson are merciless. Well, hate the sin, love the sinner. Hamilton. I'm sorry, Burr, I gotta go, but decisions are happening over dinner. Two Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room, diametrically opposed foes. They emerge with a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. Bros. The immigrant emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital, nears the piste resistance. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room when it happened, the room when it happened, the room when it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art, how the trade, how the sausage gets made. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. Thomas claims Alexander was on Washington's doorstep in distress and disarray. Thomas claims Alexander said, "I've nowhere else to turn," and basically begged me to join the fray. Thomas claims I approached Madison and said, "I know you hate him, but let's hear what he has to say." Thomas claims, well, I arranged the meeting, I arranged the menu, the venue, the seating, but no one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the parties to get to yes, the pieces that are sacrificed, never game of chess. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. Meanwhile, Madison is grappling with the fact that not every issue can be settled by committee. Meanwhile, Congress is fighting over where to put the capital. Ah! It isn't pretty. Then Jefferson approaches with a dinner and invite, and Madison responds with Virginia and insight. Maybe we can solve one problem with another and win a victory for the Southerners. In other words, a quid pro quo, I suppose. Wouldn't you like to work a little closer to home? Actually, I would. Well, I propose the Potomac, and you'll provide him his votes. Well, we'll see how it goes. Let's go. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. My God, in God we trust, but we'll never really know what got discussed. Click boom, then it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened. Alexander Hamilton, what did they say to you to get you to sell New York City down the river? Alexander Hamilton, did Washington know about the dinner? Was there presidential pressure to deliver? Alexander Hamilton, or did you know even then it doesn't matter where you put the U.S. Capitol, 'cause we'll have the banks. We're in the same spot. You got more than you gave, and I wanted what I got. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. But you don't get a win unless you play in the game. Yeah, you get love for it, you get hate for it, you get nothing. If you wait for it, wait for it, wait. God help and forgive me. I want to make something that's gonna outlive me. What do you want, Burr? What do you want, Burr? If you stand for nothing, Burr, what do you fall for? I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens. The room where it happens. I wanna be in the room. I've got to be in that room, in that big old room. The art of the compromise. Hold your nose and close your eyes. We want our leaders to save the day, but we don't get a say in what they trade away. We dream of a brand new start, but we dream in the dark for the most part. Dark as a tomb where it happens. I've got to be in the room where it happens. Room where it happens. The room where it happens. In the room. Click boom. Man, my throat is tearing up. I am not a professional singer. That's okay. If I die while singing Hamilton, I die happy. Look, Grandpa's in the paper. War hero Philip Schuyler loses Senate seat to young upstart Aaron Burr. Grandpa just lost his seat in the Senate. Sometimes that's how it goes. Daddy's gonna find out any minute. I'm sure he already knows. Further down, let's meet the newest senator from New York. New York, our Senator Burr. Since when are you a Democratic Republican? Since being one put me on the up and up again. No one knows who you are or what you do. They don't need to know me. They don't like you. Excuse me? All Wall Street thinks you're great. You'll always be adored by the things you create. But upstate, wait, people think you're crooked. Schuyler's seat was up for grabs, so I took it. I've always considered you a friend. I don't see why that has to end. You changed parties to run against my father-in-law. I changed parties to seize the opportunity I saw. I swear, your pride will be the death of us all. Beware, it goeth before the fall. The issue on the table. France is on the verge of war with England, and do we provide aid and our troops to our French allies, or do we stay out of it? Remember, my decision on this matter is not subject to congressional approval. The only person you have to convince is me. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir. When we were on death's door, when we were needy, we made a promise. We signed a treaty. We needed money and guns and have a chance. Who provided those funds? France. In return, they didn't ask for land, only a promise that we'd lend a hand and stand with them when they fought against oppressors, and revolution is messy, but now is the time to stand. Stand with our brothers as they fight against tyranny. I know Alexander Hamilton is here, and he would rather not have this debate. I will remind you he is not Secretary of State. He knows nothing of loyalty, smells like new money, dresses like fake royalty, desperate to rise above his station. Everything he does betrays the ideals of our nation. Oh. Hey, and if you don't know, now you know, Mr. President. Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response. You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president is going to bring the nation to the brink of meddling in the middle of a military mess of game of chess where France is queen and kingless. We signed a treaty with a king whose head is now in a basket. Would you like to take it out and ask it? Should we honor our treaty, King Louis said? Do whatever you want. I'm super dead. Enough. Hamilton is right. Mr. President, we're too fragile to start another fight. But, sir, do we not fight for freedom? Sure, when the French figure out who's going to lead them. The people are leading. The people are rioting. There's a difference. Frankly, it's a little disquieting. It would let your ideals blind you to reality. Hamilton, sir, draft the statement of neutrality. Did you forget Lafayette? What? Have you an ounce of regret? You accumulate debt, you accumulate power, yet in their hour of need you forget. Lafayette's a smart man, he'll be fine. And before he was your friend, he was mine. If we try to fight in every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we draw the line? So quick-witted. Alas, I admit it. I bet you were quite a lawyer. My defendants got acquitted. Yeah, well, someone ought to remind you. What? You're nothing without Washington behind you. Hamilton. Daddy's calling. It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. Every action has its equal opposite reactions. Thanks to Hamilton, our cabinet's fractured into factions. Try not to crack under the stress, we're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press, and we don't print retractions. I get no satisfaction witnessing his fits of passion, the way he primps and preens and dresses like the pits of fashion. Our poorest citizens, our farmers, live ration to ration, as Wall Street robs them blind in search of chips to cash in. This brick is asking for someone to bring him to task. Somebody give me some dirt on this vacuous mask so we can at last unmask him. I'll pull the trigger on him, someone load the gun and cock it. While we were all watching, he got Washington in his pocket. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. Look back at the Bill of Rights, which I wrote. The ink hasn't dried. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. So he's doubled the size of the government. Wasn't the trouble with much of our previous government size? Look in his eyes, see how he lies. Follow the scent of his enterprise. Centralizing national credit and making American credit competitive. If we don't stop it, we aid and abet it. I have to resign. Somebody has to stand up for the South. Somebody has to stand up to his mouth. If there's a fire you're trying to douse, you can't put it out from inside the house. I'm in the cabinet. I am complicit in watching him grab it at power and kiss it. If Washington isn't going to listen to disciplined dissidents, this is the difference. This kid is out. Oh, this immigrant isn't somebody we chose. Oh, this immigrant's keeping us all on our toes. Oh, let's show these Federalists what they're up against. Southern motherfucking Democratic Republicans. Oh, let's follow the money and see where it goes. Oh, 'cause every second the treasury grows. Oh, if we follow the money and see where it leads, get in the weeds, look for the seeds of Hamilton's misdeeds. It must be nice, it must be nice. Follow the money and see where it goes. It must be nice, it must be nice. The emperor has no clothes. We won't be invisible. We won't be denied. Still, it must be nice, it must be nice to have a Washington on your side. I'm trying to remember the first line of the next one, and I can't remember what song's next, actually. Isn't it One Last Time? It's One Last Time, right? Yeah, that would make sense. Mr. President, you wanted to see me. I know you're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir, I want to give you a word of warning. Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it. Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning. You're kidding. I need a favor. Whatever you say, sir. Jefferson will pay for his behavior. Shh. Talk less. I'll use the press. I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him. I need you to draft an address. Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind. No. He is stepping down so he can run for president. Ha! Good luck defeating you, sir. I'm stepping down. I'm not running for president. I'm sorry, what? One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Let's take a break tonight, then we'll teach him how to say goodbye. You and I. No, sir. Why? I want to talk about neutrality. Sir, with Britain and France on the verge of war, is this the best time? I want to warn against partisan fighting, but Pick up a pen, start writing. I want to talk about what I have learned, the hard-won wisdom I have earned. As far as the people are concerned, you have to serve. You could continue to serve. One last time. The people will hear from me. One last time. And if we get this right, we're gonna teach 'em how to say goodbye. You and I. Mr. President, they will say you're weak. No, they will see we're strong. Your position is so unique, so we'll use it to move them along. Why do you have to say goodbye? If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone. Like the scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made. I wanna sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade. At home in this nation we've made. One last time. One last time. Though in reviewing the incidents of my administration I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself must soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws under a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, for mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time. George Washington's going home. Teach 'em how to say goodbye. George Washington's going home. You and I. George Washington's going home. Going home. George Washington's going home. History has its eyes on you. George Washington's going home. We're gonna teach 'em how to say goodbye. Teach 'em how to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. One last time. George. Ow. They say George Washington's yielding his power and stepping away. Is that true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. Are they going to keep on replacing whoever's in charge? If so, who's next? There's nobody else in their country who looms quite as large. John Adams. I know him. That can't be. That's that little man who spoke to me all those years ago. What was it? 85. That poor man, they're going to eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. Next to Washington, they all look small. All alone, watch them run. They will tear each other into pieces. Jesus Christ, this will be fun. Da 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 da. President John Adams. Good luck. How does Hamilton, the short-tempered protean creator of the Coast Guard, founder of the New York Post, ardently abuse his cabinet post, destroy his reputation? Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, which makes him vice president. Washington can't help you now no more, Mr. Nice President. Adams fires Hamilton, privately calls him Creole bastard in his taunts. Say what? Hamilton publishes his response. Sit down, John, you fat motherfucker! Hamilton is out of control. This is great! He's out of power, he holds no office, and he just destroyed President John Adams, the only other significant member of his party. Hamilton's a host unto himself. As long as he can hold a pen, he's a threat. Let's let him know what we know. Mr. Vice President, Mr. Madison, Senator Burr. What is this? We have the check stubs from separate accounts. Almost $1,000 paid in different amounts to a Mr. James Reynolds way back in 1791. Is that what you have? Are you done? You are uniquely situated by virtue of your position, though virtue is not a word I'd apply to this situation. To seek financial gain, to stray from your sacred mission. And the evidence suggests you've engaged in speculation in an immigrant embezzling our government funds. I can almost see the headline, your career is done. I hope you save some money for your daughter and sons. You best go and run back where you come from. Ha! You don't even know what you're asking me to confess. Confess! You have nothing, I don't have to tell you anything at all. Unless... If I can prove that I never broke the law, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw? No one else was in the room where it happened. Is that a yes? Yes. Dear Sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who you decided to... What? She courted me, escorted me to bed, and when she had me in a corner, that's when Reynolds extorted me for a sordid fee. I paid him quarterly. I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. And as you can see, I kept a record of every check in my checkered history. Check it again against your list and see consistency. Never spent a cent that wasn't mine. You sent the dogs after my scent. That's fine. Yes, I have reason for shame, but I have not committed treason and sullied my good name. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. Are my answers to your satisfaction? My God. Gentlemen, let's go. So, the people won't know what we know. Burr, how do I know you won't use this against me the next time we go toe-to-toe? Alexander, rumors only grow, and we both know what we know. In the eye of a hurricane there is quiet for just a moment. A yellow sky. When I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown. I couldn't seem to die. I wrote my way out. Wrote everything down far as I could see. I wrote my way out. I looked up and the town had its eyes on me. They passed the plate around, and total strangers moved to kindness by my story. There's enough for me to book passage on a ship that was New York bound. I wrote my way out of hell. I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution and defended it well. And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. And when my prayers to God were met with indifference, I picked up a pen. I wrote my own deliverance. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet for just a moment. Yellow sky. I was 12 when my mother died. She was holding me. We were sick and she was holding me. I couldn't seem to die. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. I'll write my way out. Wait for it, wait for it. Write everything down, far as I can see. History has its eyes on you. I'll write my way out. Overwhelm them with honesty. This is the eye of the hurricane. This is the only way I can protect my legacy. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait. The Reynolds pamphlet. The Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? Alexander Hamilton had a torrid affair, and he wrote it down right there. Highlights! The charge against me is a connection with one James Reynolds, for purposes of improper speculation. My real crime is an amorous connection with his wife. For a considerable time, with his knowing consent. Damn! I had frequent meetings with her, most of them at my own house. At his own house! At his own house! Damn! Mrs. Hamilton, with our children, being absent on a visit to her father. No! Boo! Have you read this? Well, he's never gonna be president now, 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 never gonna be president now. One less thing to worry about, that's one less thing to worry about. Angelica? I came as soon as I heard. What, Angelica? All the way from London? Damn, Angelica, thank God, someone who understands what I'm struggling here to do. I'm not here for you. Ooh. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. I love my sister more than anything in this life. I will choose her happiness over mine every time. But what we had aside, I'm standing at her side. You can never be satisfied. God, I hope you're satisfied. Well, he's never gonna be president now, never gonna be president now. Never gonna be president now, never gonna be president now. One less thing, that's one less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about. Hey, at least he was honest with our money. Hey, at least he was honest with our money. Hey, at least he was honest with our money. There's one less thing to worry about. There's one less thing to worry about. The Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? You ever see somebody ruin their own life? His poor wife. I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said? When we saw your first letter arrive, she said, be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to burn, burn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you'd done? She said, "You've married an Icarus. He's flown too close to the sun." You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph how they perceive you. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You've torn it all apart, I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memory of my heart. You forfeit the place in our bed. You sleep in your office instead, with only the memories of when you were mine. I hope that you burn. Alright, there were technical problems. Alright, time to get sadder. This is the point where it goes downhill. Meet the latest graduate of King's College. Probably shouldn't brag, but dag I amaze and astonish. The scholars say I got the same virtuosity and brains as my pops. The ladies say the brain's not where the resemblance stops. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. I'll gotta be my own man like my father, but bolder. I shoulder his legacy with pride. I used to hear him say that someday I would blow us all away. Ladies, I'm looking for a Mr. George Eaker. He just made a speech last week, our 4th of July speaker. He disparaged my father's legacy in front of a crowd. I can't have that. I'm making my father proud. I saw him just up Broadway a couple of blocks. He was going to see a play. Well, I'll go visit his box. God, you're a fox. And y'all look pretty good in your frocks. And how about when I get back, we all strip down to our socks? Okay. Blow us all away. George. Shh. George. Shh. I'm trying to watch the show. You should have watched your mouth before you talked about my father, though. I didn't say anything that wasn't true. Your father's a scoundrel, and so, it seems, are you. It's like that? Yeah, I don't fool around. I'm not your little schoolboy friends. Then see you on the dueling ground. That is, unless you want to step outside and go now. I know where to find you. Piss off. I'm watching the show now. Hold on, I gotta finish this. Pops, if you'd only heard the shit he said about you, I doubt you would have let it slide, and I was not about to. Slow down. I came to ask you for advice. This is my very first duel. They don't exactly cover the subject in boarding school. Did your friends attempt to negotiate a peace? He refused to apologize. We had to let the peace talk cease. Where's this happening? Across the river in Jersey. Everything is legal in New Jersey. Alright, so this is what you're gonna do. Stand there like a man until Iker is in front of you. When the time comes, fire your weapon in the air. This will put an end to the whole affair. But what if he decides to shoot? Then I'm a goner. He'll follow suit if he's truly a man of honor. To take someone's life, that's something you can't shake. Philip, your mother can't take another heartbreak. Father, promise me you don't want this young man's blood on your conscience. Okay, I promise. Come back home when you're done. Take my guns. Be smart. Make me proud, son. My name is Philip. I am a poet. I'm a little nervous, but I can't show it. I'm sorry, I'm a Hamilton with pride. You talk about my father, I cannot let it slide. Mr. Iker, how was the rest of your show? I'd rather skip the pleasantries. Let's go. Grab your pistol. Confer with your men. The duel will commence after we count to 10. Count to 10. Look him in the eye. Aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then slowly and clearly aim your gun towards the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, I'm about to start crying with this thing. I ain't got enough. Stay alive. Stay alive. Where's my son? Mr. Hamilton, come in. They brought him in a half hour ago. He lost a lot of blood on the way over. Stay alive. Is he alive? Yes, but you have to understand, the bullet entered just above his hip and lodged in his right arm. Can I see him, please? I'm doing everything I can, but the wound was already infected when he arrived. Philip! Pa! I did exactly as you said, Pa. I held my head up high. I know. Shh, I know. High. Shh, I know you did everything just right. Shh, even before we got to 10. I know. I was aiming for the sky. I know. I was aiming for the sky. I know, save your strength and stay alive. No! Eliza. Is he breathing? Is he going to survive this? Who did this, Alexander? Did you know? Mom, I'm so sorry for forgetting what you taught me, my son. We played piano. I taught you piano. You would put your hands on mine. You changed the melody every time. I would always change the line. Shh, I know. I would always change the line. I know. Undertag. Sing set sweet enough. Good. Undertag. Sing set sweet. Undertag. Sweet enough. Set sweet enough. Set sweet. There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a suffering too powerful to name. You hold your child as tight as you can. And push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable. I spent hours in the garden. I walk alone to the store. It's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I take the children to church on Sunday. A sign of the cross at the door. And I pray. That never used to happen before. If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity. Philip, you would like it uptown, it's quiet uptown. He is working through the unimaginable. His hair has gone gray, he passes every day. They say he walks the length of the city. You knock me out, I fall apart. Can you imagine? Look at where we are. Look at where we started. And no, I don't deserve you, Eliza. Stay alive. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza. But hear me out. That would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. Don't pretend to know challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time. But I'm not afraid. I know who I married. Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough. If you see him in the street, walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity. Eliza, do you like it uptown? It's quiet uptown. He is trying to do the unimaginable. See them walking in the park, long after dark, taking in the sights of the city. Look around, Eliza. They are trying to do the unimaginable. There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They are standing in the garden, Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown. Forgiveness. Can you imagine? Forgiveness. Can you imagine? If you see him in the street, walking by your side, talking by your side, have pity. They are going through the unimaginable. Alright, I think I have enough throat left to get through the rest of the musical. Probably don't, though. The election of 1800. Can we get back to politics? Please? Yo, every action has an equal opposite reaction. John Adams shat the bed. I love the guy, but he's in traction. Poor Alexander Hamilton, he is missing in action. So now I'm facing Aaron Burr with his own faction. He's very attractive in the North. New Yorkers like his chances. He's not very forthcoming on any particular stances. Ask him a question, it glances off, he obfuscates, he dances. They call me a Francophile, at least they know I know where France is. Thomas, that's the problem. They see Burr as a less extreme you. Huh? You need to change course. A key endorsement might redeem you. Who did you have in mind? Don't laugh. Who is it? You used to work on the same staff. What? It might be nice. It might be nice to have to get Hamilton on your side. It might be nice. It might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. Talk less, Burr. Smile more, Burr. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Burr. Shake hands with him, Burr. Charm her, Burr. It's 1800, ladies, sell your husbands, vote for Burr. I don't like Adams. Well, he's gonna lose. That's just defeatist. And Jefferson in love with France. Yeah, he's so elitist. I like that Aaron Burr. I can't believe we're here with him. He seems approachable, like you could grab a beer with him. Dear Mr. Hamilton, your fellow Federalists would like to know how you'll be voting. It's quiet uptown. Dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams doesn't stand a chance, so who are you promoting? It's quiet uptown. Jefferson or Burr, we know it's lose-lose. Jefferson or Burr, but if you had to choose, dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams doesn't stand a chance, so who are you promoting? We know it's lose-lose, Jefferson or Burr, but if you had to choose, well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, sir, Alexander, you've created quite a stir, sir. And going door to door, you're openly campaigning. Sure, that's new. Honestly, it's kind of draining. Burr, sir, is there anything you wouldn't do? No, I'm chasing what I want, and you know what? What? I learned that from you. If you had to choose, it's a tie. If you had to choose, it's up to the delegates. If you had to choose, it's up to Hamilton. If you had to choose, Jefferson or Burr. If you had to choose, choose. Yo. Oh, the people are asking to hear my voice. Oh, for the country is facing a difficult choice. Oh, and if you were asking me who I'd promote. Oh, Jefferson has my vote. Oh, I've never agreed with Jefferson once. Oh, we have fought on like 75 different fronts. Oh, but when all is said and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs. Burr has none. Oh, well, I'll be damned. Hamilton's on your side. Well, I'll be damned. And you wanted a landslide. Congrats on a race well run. I did give you a fight. Yeah, right. I look forward to our partnership. As your vice president. Ha! Yeah, right. You hear this guy? Man openly campaigns against me talking about I look forward to our partnership. It's crazy that the guy who comes in second gets to be vice president. Yeah, you know what? We can change that. You know why? Why? 'Cause I'm the president. Hey, Burr, when you see Hamilton, thank him for the endorsement. How does Hamilton, arrogant immigrant, orphan, bastard, whore son, somehow endorse Thomas Jefferson, his enemy, a man he's despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning? I want to be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You've kept me from the room where it happens for the last time. Dear Alexander, I'm slow to anger, but I toe the line, which I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look everywhere I failed, and in every place I've checked. The only common thread has been your disrespect. Now you call me immoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you have something to say, name a time and place. Face to face, I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Burr. Mr. Vice President, I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I've always worn it on my sleeve. Even if I said what you think I said, you will need to cite a more specific grievance. Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreement. Sweet Jesus. Hey, I have not been shy. I am just a guy in the public eye, trying to do my best for our republic. I don't want to fight, but I won't apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. Careful how you proceed, good man. Intemperate indeed, good man. Answer for the accusations I lay at your feet, or prepare to bleed, good man. Berg, your grievance is legitimate. I stand by what I said, every bit of it. You stand only for yourself. It's what you do. I can't apologize because it's true. Then stand, Alexander. We hearken. Dawn. Guns. Drawn. You're on. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham. A. Burr. Alexander, come back to sleep. I have an early meeting out of town. It's still dark outside. I know. I just need to write something down. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Shh. Go back to bed. That would be enough. I have an early meeting out of town. Come back to sleep. The meeting's at dawn. Well, I'm going back to sleep. Back. Hey, best of wives and best of women. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 things you need to know. Number 1, we rode across the Hudson at dawn. My friend William P. Van Ness signed on as my number 2. Hamilton arrived with his crew, Nathaniel Pendleton, and a doctor that he knew. Number 3, I watched Hamilton examine the terrain. I wish I could tell you what was happening in his brain. This man has poisoned my political pursuits. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4, Hamilton drew first position, looking to the world like a man on a mission. This is a soldier with a marksman's ability. The doctor turned around so he could have deniability. 5, no, I didn't know this at the time, but we were near the same spot. My son died, is that why? 6, he examined his gun with such rigor. I watched as he methodically fiddled with the trigger. 7, confession time, here's what I got. My fellow soldiers will tell you I'm a terrible shot. Number 8, your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second see if they can set the record straight. They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If not to take deadly aim. It's him or me. The world will never be the same. Number 9. Well, I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter. Number 9, look him in the eye, aim no higher, summon all the courage you require, then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, pace is fire. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? There is no beat, no melody. Burr, my friend, my first friend, my enemy, maybe the last face I ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you'll remember me? What if this bullet is my legacy? Legacy. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you'll never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song someone will sing for me. America, you great unfinished symphony you've sent for me. That's so great. You let me make a difference. A place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints and rise up. I'm running out of time. I'm running and my time's up. Wise up, eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence, it's the soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up, Eliza. My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. Raise a glass to freedom. He aims his pistol at the sky. Wait! I strike him right between his ribs. I walk towards him, but I am ushered away. They row him back across the Hudson. I get a drink. I hear wailing in the streets. Somebody tells me you'd better hide. They say Angelica and Eliza were both at his side when he died. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. History obliterates in every picture it paints me in all my mistakes. When Alexander aimed at the sky, he may have been the first one to die, but I'm the one who paid for it. I survived, but I paid for it. Now I'm the villain in your history. I was too young and blind to see. I should have known. I should have known. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known. When I was young and dreamed of glory, you have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. President Jefferson. I'll give him this. His financial system is a work of genius. Couldn't undo it if I had tried. And I tried. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? President Madison. He took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. I hate to admit it, but he doesn't get enough credit for all the credit he gave us. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Every other founding father story gets told. Every other founding father gets to grow old. But when you're gone, who remembers your name? Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? Who tells your story? Your story. Eliza, I put myself back in the narrative. Eliza, I stop wasting time on tears. I live another 50 years. It's not enough, Eliza. I interview every soldier who fought by your side. She tells our story. I try to make sense of your thousands of pages of writings. You really do write like you're running out of time. I rely on Angelica. While she's alive, we tell your story. She's buried in Trinity Church near you. When I needed her most, she was right on time. And I'm still not through. I ask myself, what would you do if you had more time? The Lord in His kindness, He gives me what you always wanted. He gives me more time. I respond in D.C. for the Washington Monument. She tells my story. I speak out against slavery, and you could have done so much more if you only had time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell your story? Oh, can I tell you what I'm proudest of? Can I show you what I'm proudest of? The orphanage. I established the first private orphanage in New York City. The orphanage. I help raise hundreds of children. I get to see them growing up. The orphanage. In their eyes I see you, Alexander. I see you every time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell my story? Will they tell your story? Oh, I can't wait to see you again. It's only a matter of time. Will they tell your story? Time. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Time. Will they tell your story? Time. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Yeet! Fucking Olive Hamilton. Dead ass. Man, this is gonna be a monster of a video. Anyone who watches it after the fact is gonna be like, God, I'm so glad you're done singing, cause God, that's fucking ear-wrenching at the end, and I agree. Man, I wish I had thought to get some fucking water! But I was a fool. And so I'm grossly fucking dehydrated right now. I also should be wearing my glasses, but I lost that shit. Man, I'm not even done drawing this merman. Lit. Fucking kill myself. Well, got through Hamilton. Not gonna try another fucking one. I can fucking line it. And I'll color it some other time. Might do another fucking stream for that. I'll do another one for his hair so I can fucking not mess up that line. That's why I do this like this anyway. I'm gonna sing off the top of my head, I guess. Probably shouldn't, because I can feel my throat deteriorating with every fucking word. But, staring out my window at a sunset over the lake. Such wonderful colors reflected, causing my heart to break. A wonderful scene across the way. I wish I could go outside to stay. Alas, a caged bird am I. I'll stay this way. I see a loving couple. They dance across the way. They'll never see me, a caged bird. I'll stay this way. If only my wings could take me out. If only my feathers weren't clipped. I want to soar through the skies. Love, loves, I'll see it all with my own eyes. I want to see it all myself. No stories, not for me. 'Cause everything that goes on in this world I want to see. I'll see you there, I promise. I'll see you everywhere. Your eyes can never leave my side. Oh, If only I knew what love felt like. If only I knew how to feel. A caged bird am I, a caged bird I'll ever know. Lost in time and lost in sorrows, caged birds they sing. If only to see the sky again. Sing, sing, sing. I saw your eye again today, a big old cat I see. And I know all your cat desires to make a meal of me. So go on, bite, I'll see you again in hell, and then maybe I'll know what it feels like to be free again. A caged bird, bred in captivity. That's what they told you, that's how they sold you on me. But I'm not a caged bird, not originally. They took my wings, they took my things, and now I'm all you see. A caged bird, I wish it wasn't so, but my lights are running low now, so I guess I should go. Caged bird, wonder what you see. Everything you've seen now, love, well, that's a part of me. A caged bird, I'm just as lonely now. A lonely bird like me, well, that's just fine, fine. I'd rather not be eaten in your feline appetite. I'd rather stay alive, but that's alright. Life like this just isn't worth it, I'd just rather die. So keep my words alive inside you, and that'll be just fine. A caged bird, I'm not alive again. I'll soar through my dreams tonight, but I'll never fly again. Caged bird, I know it's just a word, but a cage is always there for me. It's always so absurd. It's always there for me, my friend. It's always so absurd. Loosen me, lose me, let me go, I promise I'll leave. Don't let me see myself caged again, and I'll give you anything you need. A caged bird, I don't want to remain. So find a way to save me now, and I'll be yours again. I'll let you eat me, yes I will, if that will set me free. But realize, cat, if you take a bite, you'll never be free from me. Yo? Okay, I can't see what you typed earlier. I saw wins the war and then it fucking scrolled up because you fucking started talking again. The part, I wasn't singing that song anymore, but I'll sing it again, I guess. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away this thing we had. And when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Happy? Damn, now you got that stuck in my head. Can't believe you.